what we're going to do now is, what I've noticed is the transition where the neck is joined to the putter is about the most key part of the entire process. If this looks good, if this maintains the flow of the putter, you're 10 steps ahead of everybody. There's a lot of companies out there. I just noticed one putter that was made for a tour player. You probably saw it. I'm not going to mention names, but it was something that was handmade down in Tennessee. Very good looking putter. The shaper's an excellent shaper. But when I look at the way his neck is attached, it's basically the same way I've been attaching mine. It was just something that you made your head, you made your neck, you set it on the top, you adjusted it for your loft and lie, and you were set. To me, being that this is like the 5th or 6th one that we've done, it just needs more work. It needs to be. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to taper this one just a little bit. When we're done, you'll see it. It's going to kind of come, instead of coming flat all the way back, I'm going to come in and I'm going to mill off just a little step right there. It's not a lot. It's not going to be drastic. It's not going to be really, oh wow, what's that going to do to the weight? Nothing. I mean, I've got enough weight in that hosel that we could make a 375 gram heel shafted blade and nobody would buy it. So what we're going to do, we're going to mill that off right now. It's all going to happen here. I'm going to leave the camera rolling. Hopefully I don't cut myself or tear off an arm or anything like that, but I'm not too worried. So it all has to happen at its own pace. And one of the key things is finding your tools. And if I'm not a messy shop, we're gonna see where we're at with right now. Table on my mill isn't set to 0. Probably notice the way it shakes. Notice the way it was shaking in some of the videos. We're going to get this one set to where we're looking at. That's closer than I thought. So we're just going to kind of trim that down. The guys that are machine shops are looking at me just shaking their head right now. So, but that's all right. You might not get a whole lot of narrative for the next few minutes as I set this up, but check it out. Hopefully I can figure out how to edit it when we're all done and still have something worth watching. Yeah, I know, that doesn't do anything. I do a lot from just straight sight as opposed to numbers and perfect fixtures and stuff like that. But every now and then it's nice to look like you know what you're doing, right? So I'm going to take out that collet, throw it down there, grab the one will do the job best. Find a cutter that's up to the task. Call it that fits. You like using ones right in front of you, huh? Hopefully a lot of this will get edited out. You guys won't have to watch the boring stuff. You just actually watch the work being done. You guys are looking at me grabbing that cutter and going, yeah, he's on his way to the emergency room eventually. Yeah, you could be right. Let's see here. I'm going to bring that down and kind of feed that in and just give it a, see how close we are. Cinch it down a little bit. Last thing I need is a workpiece flying across the shop. It's happened before, it'll happen again, but if I can prevent it, let's do that. Alright, let's see here. Bring it in there. Done this probably on the grinder and had a, I don't know, had it done a little quicker maybe, I don't know, but make some adjustments on the piece. Yeah, if I'd been thinking I would have done this with a 2 vise setup, but I don't believe that thinking is my strong suit lately. Ask my wife, she'll agree with it. Alright. Something with a little taper to it that lets it drop off, and then I'll now what you got here, we're a little closer. So now all we're going to have to do is just, once this is welded on, this will have a couple bends in it. You know, we'll have bend for like a half shaft of offset. At the same time, the lie angle looks a little closer than I thought, so maybe we're not that far off. If you look at a lot of samples, the lie is built. You don't wind up with a lot of gooseneck in the hosel of a 8802, or in this case a Golden Ram tour grind. Tom Watts, I figure anything with his name on it right now is pretty good quality. He's on a roll. I love Tom. For those who watch the Masters and the British Open, I mean, talk about somebody coming from days gone by. So I'm going to shut it off at that. I've enjoyed showing you a little bit of how the hosels get made. Rest of it you'll get to see. I'll update the videos from time to time, and hope you're enjoying it. Sorry that you had to see my shop. I told my golf spy last night that there was always that risk of people getting to see my shop and seeing where their putters are going and wanting their putters back immediately, and my business dying. I don't think that's going to happen. It's not so much the shop that the work is done, but the end result. And I love what I do. I take pride in what I do, and I strive to be the best I can. And I've been taught, you know, by some of the best people in the business that don't even realize they were teaching me. So, hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you when we get a little closer to the finish. Thanks a lot, guys.